What is anxiety? Boy, do I know this one well. Essentially, anxiety is our brain's mechanism to optimize survival. Anxiety is the fear of something that hasn't happened yet. It's fear. That's all it is. Now, if you think about it just for a second and use logic, what is fear? Fear is just an emotion to protect us from death. So if you're not scared of death, by extension, you can't feel anxious. Just think about that for a second while I talk a little bit more about what anxiety is. Now, as we carry on, we realize anxiety is this feeling inflicted by our brains. But why does our brain inflict this horrible emotion on us? Let's take it back to when we were hunters and gatherers 20,000 years ago. When we saw something that knew would get us in danger, our brains knew it'd get us in danger, but we're running over there anyway. And our brains go, no, you can't do that, you can't do that. Boom. Shut up, we're going to do it anyway. Our brains is powerless. Now let's add anxiety into the mix. We're going to run over into this dangerous situation that could cause death. Our brains go, no, you can't do that, you can't do that, and we're going to do it anyway. Then our brain inflicts an array of horrific emotions and it paralyzes us. We feel sweaty, we feel like this world of terror is falling on us. All of a sudden we're like, actually, yeah, you're right, I don't want to do this anymore. That essentially protects us from killing ourselves. It's meant to know what's dangerous and what's not. Now the issue is, in the modern world, it's not as simple as what it was back then. It wasn't black and white. We have so many deterrents around us that can trigger anxiety, loud noises that aren't actually dangerous, but we're programmed to think they're dangerous. These big screens and that can take us into Antarctica or Egypt within 2 seconds. It's not natural, and our brains haven't changed in 30,000 years. So how can we expect it to adapt this quickly? And we can't. Essentially, we can't. What we can do is understand exactly how it works and mitigate this from happening. And if it does come, then we deal with it properly. So let's take it back to kind of when we see a saber-toothed tiger 20,000 years ago, we're hunting for it, and we've got anxiety into the mix. How does it actually work? So when you see the tiger, our brain's taking images and it's taking pictures of everything around us, of snapshots of sound, of smells, and it's associating emotions with each of these, and it stores them in a folder. So you've got a folder, all of these good emotions, and they're all connected into a network. But what happens when a bad one comes along? So we see the saber-toothed tiger, and we've seen our best friend get absolutely mullered by it. Our brain goes back and it's comparing constantly, and it goes, right, let's look through the folder, saber-toothed tiger, found it. What happened with the saber-toothed tiger? This horrible thing, oh shit, our friend got mullered by it. It's got these traumatic memories, traumatic emotions associated to the memory, and all of a sudden we're paralyzed again. Now, what actually happens with these traumatic memories is they're not stored with the good memories. They're kind of quarantined, if you like, and our brain doesn't process them properly. So whenever we go back to a place of trauma and our brain goes back to those images, it's like we're living it again. All these emotions come up completely. We might be completely safe. In most cases we are. But these emotions are inflicting on us, paralyzing us so that we don't get in danger again. What we have to do is go back to these memories and manually process them. Now, I'll be talking about this and showing you exactly how to do it and going through with you exactly on how to do it later on in the course. But that's essentially what anxiety is. It is your brain's mechanism to protect you from death. That is all.